Bastogne, December 1944. The men of the 101st Airborne stood surrounded. The snow kept falling, like heaven couldn't decide whether to hide the world or bury it. Another winter night, another prayer unanswered, another young man staring into the dark, wondering if tomorrow would remember his name. The cold hit different when you're far from home, when every mile behind you feels carved in stone. A photograph folded deep inside a glove, a reminder of a life and the people you love. Back home the lights were hanging on the trees, children laughing freely in the evening breeze. But out here the silence carried different sounds, the distant thunder shaking frozen ground. Nobody talked about medals anymore, nobody cared what the fighting was for. Every heartbeat felt borrowed from time, every sunrise felt harder to make. We held the line when the world was breaking. We held the line when our hearts were shaking. Through the fire, through the snow, through the nights nobody knows. We held the line, and we would not let into a sea of ghosts, carrying memories we needed most. A friend once told me when this all was through, he'd buy some land beneath the sky so blue. Said he'd build a porch where his kids could run, watch them chase the summer and the setting sun. Now his dreams are frozen underneath the ground, and all that's left is the echo of his sound. Another empty seat at an unseen table, another promise lost before it became a label. War doesn't just take flesh and bone, it steals the futures people never got to own. Still nobody moved, still nobody ran. The cold kept coming, the enemy kept closing in from every side. But something stronger stood between them and the dark, the will of ordinary men. We held the line when the world was breaking. We held the line when our hearts were shaking. Through the fire, through the snow, through the nights nobody knows. We held the line, and we would not let go. A message came, surrender. Lay down your weapons, walk away. Live another day. For a moment the room stood still, not because anyone was afraid, not because anyone wanted glory, but because every sacrifice, every grave, every goodbye had already written the answer. Nuts, we reply. There are moments in history when courage isn't charging forward, it's simply refusing to step back. We held the line for the The guns grew silent. The snow kept falling. The years moved on, the world changed. Most names faded from memory. But somewhere, a mother still remembers the last letter. A friend still remembers the last laugh. And a winter town still remembers the men who stood their ground. Not because they wanted war, but because they refused to abandon each other. The snow still falls there, and if you listen closely, you can still hear the echo. We held the line.